Hi, Pep. Hope you're okay. How do you feel your team is playing at the moment?
Exceptional.
Do you feel you're getting the consistency that you're looking for?
Well, after Nottingham was not consistent, and now we are consistent because we won one game. In our game we're playing is good. The results could be better. Had better results in terms of winning the Spurs, winning against Nottingham, but it's football. Sometimes it doesn't happen. But of course, it's not exceptional. It's okay. It's good. It's good. Not. I don't have complaints for the way we are playing and fighting. And I said after the game against the last game we played against Bournemouth that the mood in the locker room is exceptional, and the guys are doing everything, and that is enough for me.
I've asked you a few times over the years, is it a case at the moment of just chipping away and getting the results and trying to put a run together? I know you can't look at a run, but if you're just getting a win and a win and a
Well,
win...
we are in the 3 competitions, so tomorrow and the Champions League is not chanced. When you missed, when you lose. In terms of Premier League, we are closing to right to the last 10 games of the season. We'll define. I think I had the feeling that in Premier League many things is going to happen. Everyone is going to drop points, but we cannot drop many if you want to fight until the end.
And can I ask you about Calvin Phillips? He obviously came on for a decent period of time on Saturday. Is he likely to start? He's not started. Well, he's started.
Well, Rodri is so important for us. He's playing really well, and Calvin is adapting, adjusting a little bit. Some players need a little bit more time. We had the feeling that they need a little bit more our rhythm, and but it was so important to play the minutes he played for the rhythm in last game, and we'll see tomorrow. And yeah, of course we need him until the end of the season because there are many games. But Rodri, it's so important right moment. That's the reason why.
Hi, Pep.
Hi.
John Stones and Aymeric Laporte, how are they now?
I have training this afternoon.
Is Kevin all right now? Is he?
Yeah, but still a little bit illness, a little bit, but it's much better. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what sort of test are you expecting from Bristol City then? A solid mid-table team in the Championship with not lost for 2 months.
Last 12 games, no defeat. That means this date or this info give me a lot of info. So 12 games, no defeat means they are there. So my scout saying is a good team. The manager have all experience, did really well against Leicester and Watford when I was there. He was there 1 or 2 seasons ago. It's a final. So FA Cup is important competition. Really, really important. So serious team, and is going to play tomorrow.
Absolutely, Pep, nice to see you. Last week, you were saying in the Champions League from last season, when you beat teams 4-5-0, it was always talking about the opposition, not yourselves.
Yeah.
Is that the same when you come into the cup competition? Sometimes it's not given enough, sort of, the difficulty of the tie is not given enough prominence.
That's completely different, but for my experience in this country in the last 6 years, when you go away in FA Cup, in Championship team, always is tough. At home will be a little bit different. Away, always is tough in FA Cup. So that's why we are going to fly tomorrow there to do a good game to go through, because it's a nice competition, and what do you have to do?
Let's talk to Simon then about between now and the end of the season not being able to drop any points. Obviously, you're in FA Cup competition this week, but we know there's another big game midweek with Arsenal play their game in hand. When you're chasing, what do you do? Sort of, do you watch the games personally? Do you avoid them? How do you sort of deal with the other teams playing when you can't affect the race?
Well, we play a lot of games. So we played 2 days ago. I didn't have time to see much games against Bristol. I saw one this morning and yesterday a little bit. today, this morning, and I have this afternoon, tonight, and the flight tomorrow to see some clips and everything to get some much info as possible to the players individually, because I don't know them much. So this is what I have to do. So that's why I don't have time to watch another game. So normally when I have games, I try to disconnect a little bit to charge always my mind for the next games.
And look, every time we're in here, we usually get asked about Erling Haaland or Jack Grealish. I just want to ask you about Julian Alvarez. Look, he's scored plenty of goals in the Premier League when he's played. He's scored plenty of goals at the World Cup, won the World Cup. How impressed have you been with his adaptation to life in England, and what's his ceiling? How good could he be?
That's so quick. When he play behind Erling, like as a striker, we know we have one more man in the box all the time. He scored 2 goals. Look, the first goal, he moved in the right pocket, and he scored in the far post, in the opposite pocket. So he's always there. And the first goal, the second goal, who scored the fourth of the team, always was there. So we need an extra man in the 18-yard box. That's why it's so important. It helps Erling to score goals too.